大家好，歡迎收睇 Gameplay HK， 有阿俊繼續同大家玩刺客教條。上集我哋就殺咗神教嘅一個處刑人啦，咁而家我哋繼續遊戲啦。首先我就嚟到呢個遠古鍛造爐呢度，因為我又收集到足夠嘅碎片，可以升支矛噶啦。睇下今次升完之後，支矛會變成咩樣先。
Forge activated. Synchronizing retransmission chronicity. Contact engaged.
喂，有刺客個標誌喺支矛上面添喎。嗱好啦，而家咧我哋就翻過去繼續個主線任務啦。任務地點咧就話喺呢個阿爾哥尼斯嘅東北面，即係我諗喺呢一楷嗰度啦。要揾到鮮血神殿先，因為佢就喺鮮血神部嘅南邊嘅啫。其實好大機會就喺呢個位置嘅。咁我哋過咗去先啦。以為唔係喎，我發覺一傳送到嚟阿爾哥斯呢度咧，就即係話發現咗我哋嘅目標喺附近咯。咁太好啦，我哋唔使嘥時間個，慢慢揾。嗱，今次個任務之前咧就話要幫手揾人噶嘛，會唔會係順便要幫手採集草藥啊？又或者幫佢解決啲衰人咁咧？
Look, you insignificant peon. Tell me where he is, or by Ira, I'll burn this clinic to the ground with you in it.
I already told you what I know.
I don't ask much. Hippocrates must show humility to ensure public order. Prostrate himself before the gods and declare that his skills are gods given.
But that won't help his patients. It'll just take him away from his work.
If Hippocrates thinks he can disrupt social order to make himself into a demigod of healing, well, perhaps the gods themselves will have their revenge.
以為嬸嬸，你講嘅眾神究竟係乜嘢呢？
I'm sure there's no need for raised voices.
Who are you?
I'm looking for a man named Hippocrates.
Yet another crazed follower of the madman himself. Tell your impious master that unless he makes a public apology and soon, this priestess of Ira will gather an army of faithful and shut him down.
我諗我哋會以神之名去制裁呢個祭司啊！
Oh, thank all the gods she's gone. I thought she was going to kill me this time.
What's going on?
I am Sostratos. Chrysis has accused my master Hippocrates of impiety.
Is he impious?
He believes that beyond praying, people can take their health into their own hands and make themselves well.
Fascinating. Can I speak with him?
I'm sorry, he isn't here.
咁佢去咗邊啊？唔會俾人捉咗係嘛？
I need to meet Hippocrates. Is he in Argolis at least?
Yes, but he's gone southeast of Hera's watch to help the sick and injured.
再問下先。
Is this his workshop?
It's Hippocrates' clinic. Here we study healing, offer treatments, and provide care to anyone who asks.
Why not work with the priests in the sanctuary of Asclepios? It's what this region is known for, right?
The priests try their best, but their methods are stuck in the past. Hippocrates is researching new cures and treatments.
哇！呢個簡直係偉大嘅醫生嚟啊！唔再係祈禱大佬，祈禱點會醫得翻好你啊？諗下，真係有神蹟咩你估？
I'll find him.
If you're going to meet Hippocrates, could I trouble you with a small errand?
Depends what it is.
I want you to bring him some equipment. He was in such a hurry, he left it behind.
究竟係咩器材咧？
What kind of equipment?
Just medical necessities. Knives and gut for sutures, bandages. Oh, and an enema bag for clearing the bowels.
That had better be properly wrapped.
究竟佢要醫啲咩病要灌腸啊？是但啦，我哋幫下佢啦。
I could bring that to Hippocrates.
Really?
咁啊，咦？可以俾錢或者免費喎。嗱，而家我哋做緊主線啦，扮下好人先，唔好收佢錢住。
I'll be sure he gets the equipment.
You have my thanks.
How will I know when I've found Hippocrates?
Follow the road southeast of Hera's watch to the cave of Pan. He won't have set up far from it. Look for a long line of sick people. He's balding, but I wouldn't mention that if I were you.
哦，原來佢醫唔好自己嘅禿頭嘅。嗱，好啦，咁而家咧我哋就去揾人先啦。
So many sick people. Can one man help all of them?
一個人又冇話幫唔到嘅，老實講，睇你啲病人聽唔聽話嘅啫。而家香港啲醫院啊，一個醫生都唔知要對幾多百個病人添啦，係咪啊？
I thought they were exaggerating when they said people from all around came to see Hippocrates.
又話排晒隊嘅，雖然就好多人喺度。
So, what has caused this man's condition?
An excess of phlegm, Doctor.
In the immediate sense, yes. But more importantly, he suffers from neglect.
Neglect?
Good food, warm clothing, so much could have helped. But since other caretakers assumed his condition was a punishment from the gods, they neglected him.
Challenging tradition. You must be Hippocrates.
Yes, I'm also very busy.
嗱，其實我哋接嗰個 job 話你帶漏咗啲嘢，需要灌腸嘅，咁我而家咧就攞咗過嚟㗎啦。
This is important. Where are all these people coming from anyway?
Patience, mercenary. They come from everywhere, but this is mostly overflow from the sanctuary of Asclepios. It's been crowded there since the war began. And with crowding comes sickness.
I've come from your clinic in Argos. Sostratos asked me to give you this.
I knew I forgot some things. Sostratos is a good physician, but a better apprentice there is none. Did you ask him to pay you for this delivery?
No. I knew this would help you and your patients. That's good enough for me.
Quite admirable. What did you say your name was?
Cassandra of Sparta.
Well met, Cassandra of Sparta. What do you need?
喂，睇嚟我哋真係做啱咗。如果我哋攞報酬嘅話咧，可能就煩好多㗎啦。
I've been searching for a Spartan woman.
What makes you think I would know her?
I was told you may have helped her a long time ago.
Maybe the priests at the sanctuary of Asclepios can help. They keep detailed records of all who passed through.
Please, Hippocrates, I came very far to meet you.
As did this patient, and the one before him, and the one before her. My patients need me, but my notes on diseases of the mind were taken. Retrieve them, and I will help you find what you seek. Hurry, this patient doesn't have much time left.
咦？喂，佢徒弟曾經叫我哋唔好再提起禿頭嘅事啊，但係我都係好想提下。
According to Sostratos, you don't like people mentioning your... you know.
My what?
Your hair. Or lack of it.
Yes, yes. Make your jokes while walking around like one of Phidias' sculptures come to life.
唉，其實呢啲禿頭嘅嘢，都好多男人到咗中年都有啊，你唔使太過介意嘅。我哋問下個筆記嘅嘢先。
Where should I look for your notes?
For Tyrins, not far from here. Perhaps they'll return them if you ask.
Or they could prepare for a new battle. With me.
Far be it for me to tell Amistios how to work, but please, for my sake, do not kill needlessly. Enough blood has been shed in this war.
因為咁即係話我哋今次嘅任務應該就要盡量唔好殺人，如果唔係咧，可能有啲唔好嘅結果都唔定嘅。
Did Chrysis take your notes?
Ah, you've met the priestess. No, not her, but the local military commander. I can't fault his desperation. Those men suffered terribly from battle fatigue.
喂，但係精神病記錄嚟嘅啫喎，佢哋要咗都冇用噶啦，邊識醫嘅啫，係咪啊？
She would have come here a long time ago with an injured baby. Are you sure she would have passed through the sanctuary of Asclepios?
I was a young man then. When I encountered a situation beyond my skills, I would send the patient to the sanctuary.
And these priests keep records of their patients?
Yes, engraved in stone. The elder priest might remember.
因為咁話唔定真係會喺聖殿嗰度查到都唔定噶喎。
What was so interesting about these notes?
They were my notes about diseases of the mind, including what the priests call the sacred disease. That's what this patient has. He's losing control of his limbs and throat, sometimes frothing at the mouth. I fear his breathing will stop next.
喂，呢啲係咪叫做發羊吊啊？我記得就係啲腦部缺損嘅疾病嚟嘅喎。
I'll do my best with what you've told me.
Good luck. We're depending on you.
但唔知當時係咪真係醫得到咧？而家咧就要走去攞翻本筆。哇，應該就係前面嗰座要塞啦，咁鬼大。希望一陣潛入嘅時候咧， 如果唔係嘅話，又要唔殺人，又要偷嘢，都幾麻
The
煩
mighty
啊。
Tyrants. Built by the Cyclopses. Or so the legend goes.
好似就喺呢個位置啫喎，係咪啊？
Hippocrates' notes are well guarded. Why?
吓，個筆記有嚴密嘅看守。就喺呢度捐入去啦。
They'll be watching for me. I need to be careful.
喂，大鑊大鑊！嗰邊有人睇到，避開呢度先。好，應該冇人啦。哇！攞嚟！哇！爭啲俾人見到。哇！嗰邊又有一個，我要處於匿名狀態，唔係啩 ？OK， 而家應該冇人理我噶啦，靜靜雞過嚟先。喂，醫生。
What are you doing here?
Hippocrates sent me. Your commander stole his notes, and I think you have them.
The ones written by the great Hippocrates himself. I'm sorry. They were burned in the last attack.
What?
You heard me. The medical tent was burned. At least I memorized the notes before we lost them. I'll transcribe them when I have time, or when the war subsides.
Then you'll have to come with me. A patient Hippocrates is treating will die without your help.
I have a patient right here who needs my help.
Can't someone else take care of this one?
I'm the only doctor here. Now let me work.
喂，咁點啊？好大鑊噶喎！究竟我哋可以等你俾錢呢？嗱，有錢使得鬼推磨，睇佢聽唔聽先。
You must work for Drachmi just like everyone else. Whatever the commander is paying you, I'll pay you more. Then we leave.
And let this person die. I could be convinced. On two conditions.
Out with it.
I'll take double. A life's worth a lot. And for the sake of the gods, don't tell Hippocrates.
哇！又要俾成萬蚊，唉，我俾你，我有2萬幾蚊俾你。
Hippocrates would never put Drachmi before a patient's life. But here, since you're so determined to be a mercenary, I'll meet you there. Don't be late.
哇！真係有錢就搞掂啊！好彩之前賺定啲錢啫。我諗咧，就算我哋揀等咧都冇用啊。喂，大鑊！對唔住，我走噶啦吓，唔阻你哋，你哋繼續喺度看守啦。你冇嘢唔見啦，放心，你唔見咗個醫生嘅咋。喂，交任務，睇下個醫生到咗未先。
Hippocrates, how's your patient?
Poor. Dimas? What are you doing here?
誒，我諗嗱咁樣講，做好人做到底啦，揀最抵嗰個。
When I told old Dimas here you were in need, I could barely hold him back.
That's just the effect the great doctor has on us healers. There was a fire, your notes were lost, but I'm here to help.
I can always use another set of hands.
真係好返喎。
He'll live.
If we're finished here, I'll take some time and write down what I remember of your notes, Hippocrates.
I'll go see the priests for more information about my mother.
Come with me. You've had a busy day. The importance of diet to maintaining one's health cannot be overstated.
What good can one apple really do?
Well, taken daily, they can keep the doctor away. But to more serious matters. I know why you're here. You're looking for your mother.
You remember her?
I was young then. I didn't know how to help. I turned her away. But her look of determination and despair was burned into my mind. It has never left me, and it never will. After, I swore to Apollo that I wouldn't turn away another patient, that I'd dedicate my life to the cause. She made an impression on me. Your brave mother did.
She would be happy to know that.
I sent your mother to the sanctuary of Asclepios. Tell the elder priest a treatment for the sacred disease will soon be available to any patient who needs it. Then he may talk to you.
Thank you for everything, Hippocrates. I'll go see him now.
嗱，做好人咧都係有着數嘅，打下即刻就已經可以去個聖殿嗰度啦。不過講嚟又奇怪喎，明明我哋都冇提過阿媽嘅名，點解佢會話記得嘅咧？不過是但啦。嗱，睇翻個任務先，個聖殿咧就喺夢之谷嘅中央，東面咧有軍營添嘅。咁咪即係我哋正前方就係噶咯。因為我就嚟去到目的地嘅時候咧，發現有棵咁樣嘅樹喎，上面吊咗好多牌啊，不過我就睇唔到啲牌上面寫乜。原來外國都有啲咁嘅風俗嘅喎，我以為淨係咧林村許願樹會有嘅添。好，睇下我哋目標喺邊度啊
I need to talk to him. Come on.
不過同阿祭司傾偈之前，我想開咗個俯瞰點先。
The sanctuary of Asclepios, god of medicine. I'd rather trust a physician than a god to heal me.
唉，不過以前啲人迷信，梗係信神多過信醫生㗎啦。你話醫生同佢講有得醫好個病喎，全部啲病好都係神蹟嚟嘅，係咪先？嗱，而家就咁睇咧，有3個地點，咁我哋就去咗呢邊最先見到嘅地點先。有3個人要問。
Disgusting creatures! I can't work under these conditions.
你見到啲咩核突嘢啊？喂
If you're here for your purification bath, you'll have to come back another time.
I'm here for information.
In that case, you can go straight to Hades.
I need to know about a Spartan woman who came through here many years ago.
Did that eagle of yours shit in your ears? I'm under strict orders not to talk to any mercenaries, especially not about Spartan women or injured babies.
喂，其實咧你已經講咗好多俾我哋知啊！喂，唔通呢度都俾秩序神教操控咗？嗱，你知嘅話，最好乖乖地就講出嚟啦。
I never mentioned the baby.
Think you're so smart? Many women pass through with babies. Now leave me. I have my own problems to deal with.
Maybe I can help you.
Snakes!
Snakes.
They're everywhere! Must have escaped from the Tholos. We keep them for treatments, but they invaded the bathhouse.
The snakes killed someone?
A patient was purifying himself when they slithered in. Turns out he's terrified of snakes. Fell over dead. Now the snakes have made him their home.
What if I took care of your snake problem? Would you talk to me then?
Oh, most definitely. The purification bath is crucial in the path towards healing.
問下嘢先，點解沖涼會咁緊要咧？
What does taking a bath have to do with healing the sick?
Asclepios only visits the dreams of the pure. When the sick arrive, they offer sacrifice, cleanse their bodies in the bathhouse. Only then do we let them rest in the Abaddon, where Asclepios appears and heals them.
嗱，其實休息就真係會快啲好嘅，但係就睇下咩病啦。你唔係咩病都可以瞓覺好返㗎嘛。
How did all these snakes get loose? And why are there so many at the sanctuary?
Blame Dorios! He's supposed to keep them in the Tholos. Patients with afflictions of the mind are healed by the snakes. Their tongues are like kisses from the gods.
喂，咁你有冇俾啲蛇錫過？應該好中意佢錫你先啱㗎喎。
I'll clear out these snakes in no time. Icarus could use a good feast.
Try not to kill them. Dorios will be furious if you sacred snakes get chopped to bits.
Then how am I supposed to deal with them?
Snakes are drawn to the bath's heat. Flood them with cold water, and they'll slither back to their hole. There's an underground pipe that may help you.
我哋睇下點樣玩先呢個。
I'll take care of your snake problem. Then you'll tell me what I need to know.
我好想問多少少嘢啫，如果唔係就麻煩啦。一殺咗啲蛇話我哋任務失敗就大鑊啊！嗱，任務地點就喺呢度。
Okay. I can either kill them one by one, or flood them with cold water.
咁點樣可以攞到啲凍水咧？我哋去另一個位先。喂，原來喺呢度，終於都俾我哋揾到啦！ 我諗啲水應該湧咗入去啦，過去睇下先。如果直接加入冇噶咯喎。
And? Is the bathhouse free of snakes?
I flooded the bathhouse with cold water.
Good riddance.
Well,
Well, what?
I took care of the snakes. Now you're going to tell me about the Spartan woman and the baby.
I actually don't know anything. It was before my time. The man who does know is Mivan, but he won't tell you. He won't tell anyone anything.
你我講大話？我可唔可以懟冧佢啊？
Malakia's snakes. At least I got a name. Mivan.
嗱，俾人呃完一次，我哋唯有咧就揾第二個祭司幫手啦。睇下呢個祭司又想我哋幫佢做啲咩啦？希望今次呢個唔好呃我啦吓。佢喺邊咧？啊，呢度。
Greetings, young one. Come to offer Asclepios a sacrifice?
No. But I'm searching for a Spartan mother who may have.
The great goddess Ira guides many mothers to the sacred place. Surely I'm too feeble to remember them all.
What are these stone slabs for?
These are records. We document all who pass through, their illnesses, treatments, so that the glory of Asclepios can be celebrated.
Then I don't need your memory. I just need to find the right stone.
Yes, of course. That's very wise indeed. If only I had the time to help you.
喂，你擺到明就知㗎吧吓？啲石板收埋去邊，我自己去揾。
Listen, I'm not here to hurt you. I'm just looking for my mother.
It's Chrysis. She's got every priest in the sanctuary under her thumb, and she'll squash anyone who feeds information to the Eagle Bearer.
Then don't tell me anything. Just bring me to the stone that can.
Follow me then. Quickly. We must be discreet.
Lead the way.
喂，咁簡單就得嘅喂。
This way. Over here. If anyone is watching, they'll have my head.
What kind of sanctuary isn't safe for its priests?
Times have changed, Eagle Bearer.
因為原來我哋而家係唔可以行快啲，我行得好慢啊。咁啊，跟住先睇下中間會唔會仲有啲咩講啊？其實會唔會行下行下嘅時候，突然間，交談。
I remember this tale. Written during the time of the great Elot revolt. You would have been only a child.
I don't need the history, just the details.
It tells the tale of a woman with worms in her throat. Asclepios took off her head so we could remove them, then reattached it in her sleep.
Definitely not the right one. I wonder what Hippocrates would think of these treatments.
Hippocrates is a fine healer. Showed so much promise.
Showed? He's healing the sick right now.
He puts too much faith in his hands and not enough in the gods.
When it comes to life and death, I prefer hands. Are all the testimonies so outrageous?
Writers today, Thucydides, Euripides, the petulant Aristophanes, all of them try for realism. But what really inspires is greatness, magic, gods.
哦，原來得隻馬路咁過分嘅喂，你唔好行住，你唔好行住，我仲要同你傾偈。
This one tells the tale of a man with sword wounds. A pack of dogs licked him clean, and Eureka, a man's best friend indeed.
This is hopeless.
These stories give people hope, Eagle Bearer.
Well, I'm losing mine. Tell me about Chrysis.
A very powerful, dangerous woman. But it was not always so. She was abandoned here as a child and taken in by the priests. Taught the ways of the gods. She learned very quickly. Was very strong-willed, and before too long, it was the priests who listened to her. She was loved. but there's an anger in her heart that could not be soothed. So, when her methods turned to madness, anyone who opposed her
Got what?
I've already said too much.
其實佢係咪玩我咧？帶住我哋周圍咁行，又上馬又落馬，其實都係附近嘅咋喎。
And what about this one? Let me guess. It tells the tale of a blind woman who had her eyes licked by snakes.
It reads of Sparta. Came here with child, sought pity from the gods.
Why is most of it scratched out?
Oh, I'll just tell you. I know this one by heart. The Spartan woman arrived filthy and bleeding from her travels. We cared for her, gave her food, a bath, and she left. Where she went, I do not know. The child could not be saved.
Who does know where she went?
We've been spotted. Meet me later, near the olive tree of Heracles, at the entrance of the sanctuary. I may have something for you.
And what do we have here? A priest and a mercenary out for a friendly stroll?
May the gods be with you, Plistos. I was just on my way to the archives when this Misthios bumped into me.
Is that so? And what were you both chatting about so fervently, might I ask?
嗱，你最好就唔好咁多事啦。不過揀個好啲嘅答案先。我諗呢個人應該要殺都唔定啊，遲啲佢就知死啊。
I'm filthy and could use a good bath. The kind priest here was pointing me in the direction of the bathhouse.
Yes, that's correct. The bathhouse is right over there. Now, if you'll excuse me.
The baths are for healing the sick, not for washing the blood off one's hands. Leave.
咁想我哋走，仲唔係身有事？以為佢話目標喺附近，要叫阿伊卡洛斯，會唔會就係頭先我哋見到嗰棵樹啊？喂，睇嚟係呢度啦。
That old priest, hiding by the tree. The tree of Heracles. I'm not sure if it's loved more for its legend or its olives. Now, where is that priest?
咪就喺呢度咯。
I thank you for your discretion, Eagle Bearer. Chrysis has many eyes and ears throughout the sanctuary.
What else can you tell me about the Spartan woman and child?
The woman left the child's blanket behind. We tried to return it, but it was too painful a memory for her.
Where did she go? What happened to the child?
So, Chrysis was right. You knew the rules, Timoxenos. You will suffer her wrath.
Plistos, please.
Get behind me, priest. I'll deal with these two.
哇！一次過要打兩個，兩個都有盾嘅喂。喂，既係咁，攞走個盾先。仲有呢個，哇！3個人喺度。但係啲卒仔嚟嘅啫喎，係嘛？係喎係喎，全部卒仔嚟嘅啫喎。哦，衰人啦，用支大技打下你先。喂，咁我殺晒啲人先，殺晒啲人再走去揾第3個祭司啊！呢個就係第3個祭司啊，搞咩咧
？Please help our daughter.
Same sickness as the rest. This is very troubling.
你唔識救人就揾醫生啦。
May Asclepius spare her from suffering.
Will she live?
Not unless the gods heed our prayers. Many sick Athenians have arrived in Argolis recently, and very few have left. This poor girl has the same sickness.
喂，其實當時係咪有啲咩瘟疫咧
Is there anything I can do to help?
I was warned of the Eagle Bearer. Wants nothing but drachmi for blood. I was told.
We're wasting time, priest. We can discuss what I want when this sick girl's needs are taken care of.
Her illness seems to have no cure, and it's spreading. Our sacrifices have done little to draw the attention of the gods. Pigs, goats, all have fallen on deaf ears. We need a beast whose blood will ignite these flames for Asclepius to see.
What did you have in mind?
There is a rumor of a bull with skin as white as snow roaming the sanctuary outskirts. Head west of here, towards the coast. Bring it to me alive. and will offer a sacrifice the gods cannot ignore. I'm touched you will help these people, but I know why you're really here. Chrysis made all priests swear oaths to seal our lips in the face of the ego-bearing Mystios, or forfeit our lives. But I serve the gods and the sick. My oaths are to them.
喂，呢個祭司原來好人嚟㗎。其實講真啦，關於呢個克尼西斯，我哋直接去揾佢咪得咯，係咪啊？
Tell me about Chrysis. She has everyone terrified.
We taught her everything we knew about healing, about the gods. Then she found new teachers, people in masks. They changed her, turned her heart black. They became her gods.
但係佢喺邊個位置？其實我想直接揾人喎，仲要走去捉牛啊！好啦，問下先。
The outskirts are vast. Can you be more specific about the location of the bull?
Last I heard, it was grazing on Mount Corifum, near the Assini ruins.
喺個遺跡附近。
If you're just going to slit its throat, why do you need the bull alive?
But we're not just going to slit its throat. First, we pour water on its head. If it nods, we may proceed. Gods, mortals, and animals, all must be willing participants in a sacrifice, or it is impure. To save this many people, we will need the beast's blood, bones, and fat.
喂，如果你係嗰隻牛，我問可唔可以殺咗你嚟獻祭嘅話，你肯唔肯點頭啊？我覺得你唔肯咯，係咪傻㗎？
I'll find this bull for you.
唉，好啦，咁唯有我哋就走去揾隻牛出嚟啦。隻牛咧就喺科利佛山嗰邊，啊，應該就係呢度啦，我諗。咁如果冇乜特別嘢，我哋就直接拉隻牛翻嚟啦，係嘛？
Doesn't look like he died willingly. I'll take his heart for the sacrifice. It'll have to do.
隻牛俾人殺咗咯，嚟到呢度嘅時候。
Not the best feeling.
希望得個心臟有用啦。喂，第日我哋可以成隻牛攞翻去咧，淨係帶個心臟冇人認嘅喎，大佬。你點知個心臟係堅定流嘅啫，係咪啊？不過要抬隻牛翻去有啲過分嘅。嗱，祭司牛就冇啦，心臟有個，希望你啱使啦。
Same sickness as the rest. Did you find the white bull?
I couldn't bring it back alive. But I did manage to collect its heart.
This won't be enough to please Asclepios. The beast died unwillingly, and with just the heart, we'll only be able to pray for one life.
Please, Mythios. The white bull you killed was mine. My farm feeds half of Argolis. If I die, people will starve.
I beg you! My husband was killed by the sickness. I have 2 small children. Who will take care of them if I die? I am wealthy and will pay you for this blessing.
It's okay. Give the sacrifice to them.
You did this. You choose whose prayers get heard by the gods.
哇，咁難諗喂！嗱，如果救個靚妹嘅話咧，就應該係最正統嘅選項嚟嘅。呢個有錢女人，我覺得你幫完佢一定唔會認數。通常啲有錢人都信唔過啊嘛。咁啊，農夫嘅話咧，隻牛又係佢，個農場又係佢。咁如果冇咗個農場，啲人真係會捱餓㗎喎。我自己咧就會揀救個農夫。
Pray for the farmer. The bull was his. Its sacrifice will help feed the people of Argolis.
Thank you, Mythios.
Very well. The rest is in the hands of the gods.
I did my part, priest.
The Spartan woman you're after.
You've met her?
Her visit to the sanctuary is legendary, but sadly, it was before my time. The man you want is Midon, the elder priest. He spoke of her often. That is, before he cut out his tongue.
Cut out his tongue?
When he's not healing the sick, he's in the guest house. Spends a lot of time being tended to by the servants.
Thank you. I won't forget you helped me.
And these people won't forget you helped them.
哦，即係窗邊上吊自殺嗰啲 friend 啦，係嘛？嗱，好啦，咁跟住咧，我哋就去揾下長老啦。不過其實我覺得咧，頭先嗰3選1，其實點揀都冇乜特別大嘅分別。你唔通真係奉獻個牛嘅心臟就可以救到人咩？我覺得唔係咯。我頭先都話我啲人太過迷信㗎啦，所以其實咧應該揀邊一個都冇乜特別大嘅影響嘅。搞掂，守住個門口啊嗱！ 啲祭司好似同人講緊嘢喎。
Guards! They're dead. And you must be Midon.
He doesn't speak.
So I've heard. I'm here to find out why.
Chrysis did this to him.
I thought he did this to himself.
To prove his loyalty to her.
Now, why would Chrysis want an elder priest to cut out his tongue?
Midon is a caring, generous man.
I want answers from him, not you. Tell me about the Spartan woman and her baby.
He can only answer yes or no.
咁好難問㗎喎。喂，同埋有樣比較奇怪就係佢冇理啊點樣 kiss 咧，真係比較特別啊我唔識講啊，是但啦。
The Spartan woman, was her name Mirini?
你啱喎個人名，咁個僆仔咧，我覺得個僆仔唔係佢生嘅。
They said she had a baby with her. Was it hers?
The baby was close to death when they arrived. Midon prayed for its life.
喂，咁唔通個僆仔真係我哋細佬嚟嘅？
You saved the child. No.
He did everything he could, but the baby was badly wounded.
救唔到，咁有冇話去咗邊呢？
Did she tell you where she was going?
喂，咁最後我其實都揾唔到人㗎喎，係嘛？
Do all sanctuary priests take their servants to bed?
I am not his servant. We share a sacred bond.
Sacred. Right.
咁好啦，我哋入正題啦。
I know why Chrysis made you cut out your tongue. The night my mother brought my brother here, you and your priests left him for dead. And Chrysis didn't like you telling the story.
That's not what happened!
What do you know? You're too young to have been there.
He told me the story many times before that witch stole his voice. He tried to save the baby, did everything he could.
哇，幾經辛苦，終於可以聽到啲事蹟啦。
I don't believe you. Dead?
How can my baby be dead?
I don't know what to tell you. You were lucky he survived as long as he did. That fall was devastating.
My baby! My baby!
Listen, there's nothing we can do for you anymore. You best be on your way. Praise Hera.
They're gone. They're both gone.
真係我哋細佬嚟嘅，咁就奇怪啦。佢又長大成人冇死
He
嘅
wept
喎。
for that Spartan woman so far from home. Her baby barely recognizable, hardly breathing.
既然你知嘅，唔該講多些少啦。
Tell me, please. I need to know.
Not even Apollo could save the child. Midon told me how the Spartan woman wept, held the baby in her arms, sang to him, before finally leaving him to the gods.
Chrysis took the baby, didn't she? And she made you cut out your tongue to hide the truth. Where is Chrysis?
There is an altar where people offer their sick babies to be healed. This is where she took the child. Find it near the statue of Apollo Maleatas, and you'll find Chrysis.
People come to this sanctuary to heal. But I come here and find people dying without hope, priests without tongues, and babies left with an insane woman. My mother was a fool to trust any of you. I'm going to find Chrysis, and she's going to pay for what she's done.
嗱，呢個克里西斯啊，我覺得一定係秩序神教啲人嚟嘅。
Hush, my child. May Ira bless our sacred family.
真係佢，咁你大鑊啦！哇，但係佢16 level，我咪就咁射啲箭就可以暗殺到佢。
So Chrysis is the key to finding my mother. I must find this altar of Apollo Maleatas.
嗱，而家我哋就要揾個祭壇出嚟，再過去懟冧佢。
There's the statue of Apollo and the altar. Chrysis will find a lot more than a helpless infant waiting for her.
喂，咩都冇喎呢度。佢點解有水鷹喺度嘅？
A warning. Must be getting close.
得，我哋聽到啲哭聲嘅。喂，隻馬啊，唔係喎，隻馬喺樓下喎，嗌佢上嚟先。咁樣過去會快啲。咦，有座廟喺度？其實會唔會陷阱嚟引我哋過去㗎咋
？All you cultists will die here.
咦，一嚟到就有啲守衛，懟冧佢哋先。喂，搞錯，明明高 level 過佢嘅喎，咁襟打嘅，仲想出招？哎呀，喂，碌到，啱啱想搶佢盾牌噶啦，放低你個盾牌啦，唔啱你用啊！避開先。佢慢動作啱啱，哇，走啊！哎呀，衰人啦，拆你祠堂，搞掂，都差唔多升 level 添喎，我哋。好，執嘢入去。
Killing seems to run in your bloodline, almighty eagle bearer.
Don't you dare speak of my family, Snake.
I still remember the night your mother brought me my child. The sad, pathetic thing, crying in the rain. Had I known then that Mirini had 2 children. But here you are. My family is complete.
You let my mother believe her baby was dead.
But he was. Oh, how she wept when his little heart stopped beating. But then I took care of him, placed him on this very altar, screamed for the gods to spare his life, and they listened.
原來咁樣，即係話佢曾經一度停止心跳嘅，但係唔知點解會有神蹟令到佢翻生嘅啫。
What did you do with my brother?
I saved his life by teaching him to suffer. To know pain so well that he would learn to welcome it like an old friend. And now he will teach all of the Greek world to know that pain.
You tortured him? He was just a baby!
I taught him to survive. This world is cruel. It demands strength or death. So I gave him strength.
所以佢啲性格先至會咁扭曲嘅。
Where did my mother go that night?
That weakling crawled to the hills of Corinth. The monger was supposed to deliver her back to me, but she can't hide forever. She will give us more children.
變態。
I'll run my spear through your throat for the pain you've caused.
This world is pain. I gave Demos strength to cope. Your mother was a weakling who whined to the gods like a pig on an altar. I am more a mother to her child than she will ever be. I can be a mother to you too, Eagle Bearer.
This goes beyond my family. You and your cult are going to destroy the Greek world. You bring nothing but suffering.
You talk of suffering, and yet you come drenched in blood and threaten my life. You are a killer, just like your brother. Here, let me show you.
唔使同佢講咁多啦，懟冧佢啦！救人先！
My child!
This baby is yours?
He was dying. Chrysis had me bring a gift to Ira so that he might be protected.
Chrysis lit the temple on fire with the boy and me inside.
Chrysis is a servant of Ira. She does what needs to be done.
What needs to be done? She left your baby to burn alive.
And you saved him. God's bless you, Eagle Bearer. Sleep now, sweet child. Mater is here.
Not sure saving that baby was the right thing to do. Chrysis' reign of terror must end. If what Chrysis said was true, Mirini believes my brother died long ago. I can't let Chrysis walk free. I'll kill that Malaka. I should have enough information now. I should head back to Athens to see Aspasia.
嗱，佢好彩，今次死唔去，下次咧我哋一定要揾佢出嚟，懟冧佢嘅，玩暗殺唔堂堂正正嘅啦，我覺得應該係。咁今集暫時就玩到嚟呢度先，中意嘅朋友記得 like and share 啦，我哋下集再見，多謝各位收睇，拜拜。